Welcome to the Jim Miller for President Sports program. This is Corey Bender here with Ryan Hartson, and no Tim today, unfortunately.
Yeah, Corey in for Tim.
Very exciting show, though, today without him, even though we bless him with his geometry final
Tim
today.
is missing out. Tim is totally missing out. We have the biggest show of the year today.
Yeah.
This is the biggest show of the year. No mistake about it. Except for probably the bracket wager stuff was probably bigger. But none of that shit made it on the air because
we all messed it up.
The terrible night.
Yeah.
What a horrible night that was.
That was a very bad night, and I don't really think it needs to be mentioned anymore.
No, it doesn't. Don't call anything the of death.
Bracket wager of death.
Don't put of death. Don't put that tag on anything.
As soon as Tim said that, it was all over. And
oh, God. Horrible.
I don't know what. I'm not even superstitious, but that was just
that was
terrible.
Bad. I mean, clearly none of that would have happened if we didn't say bracket wager of death.
Yeah. So we have Tim to blame for that.
Yeah, that's Tim. No, I think I'm the one that coined that. Wasn't I? I thought it was me.
I thought Tim said it first or something. It doesn't matter.
Whatever. Either way, it was horrible.
Well, anyway, we got to start off here with those NBA finals that are going on. You know.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
They're pretty good. Yeah.
The only thing that pisses me off is they're on at 8 o'clock. They start
tomorrow. Sunday though, it's going to be 7.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that. That's very good. So I'll be able to get to bed earlier.
Yeah.
So I can get ready for those difficult finals on Monday morning.
Oh, I already had my difficult finals, so
I took all my easy finals on Friday.
I was pissed because I got my hard finals out of the way when I missed a very great game too, and I was very angry. But that's fine. Yeah. Anyway, the big story was Miami was winning by I don't know how many points. 15, and then all of a sudden the Mavericks were like, "Wait, we're in the NBA Finals. We can make a comeback." And then Dirk Nowitzki did his thing. They had the controversial Dwayne Wade if he got fouled at the end, and we don't need to go into depth on that. But what did you see in this game that stood out to you?
When I look at this game, the first thing I thought about is because I'm kind of in the sports talk mode all the time watching games. And the first thing I thought of as soon as the game ended, I was thinking, wow, how can you be one of those people that have to go on ESPN, Stuart Scott, JB, Magic Johnson, Wilbon, how could you be one of those guys right after this game? Because I can tell you right now, when I went to bed, I turned the TV right off. I didn't even turn on the TV to watch any postgame or anything. I was just thinking, how could you possibly talk about this game right now?
Yeah.
I have no idea what I think about this game. Just like, and no, I know what I think now because I've had some time to think about it in my head, and just really, if this makes any sense, Miami threw the game away, threw the lead away, but they didn't throw the game away. They just completely pissed the lead away, and then when it was tied, Dirk Nowitzki turns it on and does apparently what he does best now, and is able to pull it out with that great bucket at the end. With Chris Bosh's terrible defense.
Yeah.
Chris Bosh is covering him from the three-point line, and Nowitzki just gets around him, goes to the cup. They don't foul.
Which they said they had a foul to give, too, and that's kind of surprising to me.
They had a foul to give. Everybody fouls in that situation, from what I understand. When you're were they down? No, Miami was up by 1, and
you have to foul him.
You have to foul there.
Because, I mean, he is a great free throw shooter, but you have to be able to foul him because you're not always going to hit all of them. I mean, he's like a 90% free throw shooter. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but
I'm
either way,
pretty confident he's going to hit those free throws. I mean, those are the free throws.
You still got to foul him, though. I mean, you can't let him get an easy layup or whatever he got.
Right. If you lose on free throws, it's fine. If you lose on an epic 3, it's fine. Just don't lose on a layup.
Yeah, if you lose on a layup where you didn't play good enough defense and you didn't have the IQ to go foul him, I mean, that's just terrible.
And I mean, but that's a Spoelstra thing, though, because you see Spoelstra's just standing there like this, hands on his knees, just watching. And I was thinking he's going to go, foul. Yeah. He didn't. He just stood there. And
maybe he was.
Just gets right past Bosh, ball game.
I don't know. Maybe it was just a lack of not confidence. Maybe he just thought they were going to do it automatically. But
can I compliment the Miami Heat, though? I mean, not enough people have with this game because it's all about the Mavericks, and it will be all about the Mavericks in a second. But what a great job they did on the last play of the game. LeBron takes the ball up. Jason Terry is on him immediately. A quick pass to Dwayne Wade, and Dwayne Wade puts up the Jesus shot, as you call it. It doesn't go in. It was this close to going in, but it doesn't go in. It was fantastic execution to set up a buzzer beater.
Yep.
Unfortunate that it didn't go in, but that doesn't really matter. So what do you think about this game?
Basically, what I thought it was, I don't really know. It's kind of hard to tell. When I got from it, I watched all the highlights, and people are saying this is one of the best games they've seen in a while. And really, people are probably going, it's all the Mavericks doing a comeback, but also, like you said, is them pissing away the lead.
This was Miami's fault. Miami blew this away.
But, of course, everyone hates Miami, so it's all going to be about how Dallas is better than them and how Miami's not a good team. But, that's just stupid fans, like we've said before. And, if you're in the NBA Finals, you don't suck. I mean, let's just get that, out of the way.
Absolutely.
Pretty much from this game, from what you said, Chris Bosh played terrible defense. Not too surprised.
He was bad on defense.
Going against Dirk Nowitzki, that's going to be hard.
He was bad on offense, too, 4 for 16.
Mm-hmm.
Ow,
well, he's going to have those kind of games, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had these games where he can put up 30, like he did against the Bulls. I think he had a decent game one. I think he got 20 points.
He was all right at game. No. Well, he had a great first half. He was what kept Miami in the first half of game one.
That's going to happen because he is a good player.
He was horrible in the second half, and then it was LeBron and Dwayne Wade late.
Mm-hmm.
And then here, it was Dwayne Wade's night. He was fantastic the entire game, played excellent. LeBron got it going as well. But then eventually they started playing ISO one-on-one ball, which you can't do in the NBA Finals against a team that is good defensively.
Mm-hmm.
They defended the Lakers hard with Kobe. They defended Oklahoma City brilliantly.
Mm-hmm.
Westbrook and Durant were confused at times. So they're a good defensive team. Not a great defensive team, but they are very good. But if you're going to go ISO, try to play ISO one-on-one offense against this team, it's not going to work.
I mean, even with Dwayne Wade and LeBron, they can pretty much get any shot they want, but that's still not a good idea. And
yeah, I mean, they were just taking stupid jump shots. They were looking for the kill. They were going for the kill, taking stupid threes early in the shot clock. I mean,
which you can do.
Wouldn't you run what you would call in football a 4-minute offense?
Yeah.
Which is essentially run down the shot clock, and then about 5 or 6 seconds to go, get somebody to drive the lane.
Yeah, that seems like a Chicago Bulls thing. Like they don't really. They use like a few seconds on the clock and they just take a shot. Miami, I haven't really seen them do that much. I mean,
and they've got three or four unbelievable finishers.
They do.
When you talk about LeBron and Dwayne Wade, obviously Bosh has gotten much better at it. Joel Anthony's pretty good. Haslam get inside as well. I mean, you've got great people to drive the cup, and you're just standing there, ISO, taking jump shots. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
And the fact that they did that late in the game just because it looked like they got comfortable. We're up 2-0, and we're going to win the NBA championship.
Which you can't do that.
You can't do that against a team that's that good and has come back from down 15 or more 3 other times in the playoffs. You can't do that. It's ridiculous.
Maybe it'll be a wake-up call for them for Game 3. Like, what do you think?
So.
What do you expect for Game 3 to happen in Dallas?
I would think so because Dwayne Wade and LeBron James are 2 of the most mentally tough players in the NBA.
Yeah.
And I think Dwayne Wade's just not going to let it happen.
No.
They take their foot off the gas if they make 2 or 3 SportsCenter highlights in a row. Even if they're like down by 3. It's like, all right, we're on SportsCenter, top 10 plays, we don't need to play anymore. I mean, that's what it's like, and you can't do that.
No. They'll get a huge wake-up call from this. They'll realize that they need this Game 3. I mean, LeBron James even quoted a great thing Michael Jordan. I'm looking forward to the challenge. I mean, he's going to be ready. For when I see him Game 3, I still think Dallas will take that. I know they play 3 straight games there. I think I don't know. Maybe Miami will take one of those. I just see Game 3.
You have to take 2 of them. If
yeah,
you're Miami,
I mean, you
have
to,
but...
Two. I think Dallas is going to win Game 3, just kind of a momentum factor. I know you don't believe in momentum in the NBA, but I do at some points.
I would think Dallas is going to win Game 3. Here's what I think. I said Miami was going to win Game 2 because Miami looked like the better team.
And they don't lose at home a lot.
They haven't lost at home until
last night, I know.
Right.
I was talking more of the whole season.
But... go ahead. Say something.
Oh, no, I was talking more about the whole season just in general. I mean, the regular season is pretty irrelevant, but I'm just saying they don't really lose at home at all. And you look back to, I think, didn't you want to say to pick them in 5 or something like that?
Yeah, I went back to picking them in 5 on the show.
I mean, it makes sense because they beat Boston in 5, they beat Chicago in 5, they beat Philadelphia in 5.
And
I mean, why not go?
Miami was clearly the better team in Game 1.
Yeah.
And in this, Dallas makes this epic comeback and looks clearly the superior team in Game 2. So one team looks superior in Game 1, one team looks superior in Game 2. What the hell happens in Game 3?
You don't really know. It's going to be hard to tell. I still think Dallas pulls this one off just because they feel like, you know what, even if we're down by this many points, we can pull together. And they have the best ball movement I've ever seen out of any team.
Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness. They're just amazing. They can pass the ball at will. They get so many open shots.
They're the best for having a point guard that's 400 years old, they're the best passing team in the NBA.
Mm-hmm. But that's going to happen when you have Jason Kidd, though. I mean, I don't care how old he is.
That's why you can't double-team Nowitzki.
No.
Is because Terry can knock down shots. Terry can't create his own shot.
No.
But if you pass it to him, he can knock it down. He's a brilliant
Jason
shooter.
Kidd will once in a while get it now, too. He didn't have that back in the day, and now he's kind of developed a good three-point shot.
Yeah, because his knees hurt too much to drive.
He can't drive. Well, that's pretty much how we see the NBA Finals going. We don't really know what's going to happen.
Are you staying with Miami in 6?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stay with that.
All right, now. I'm gonna go back to my original pick of Miami in 7.
I might eventually join with you on that if Game 3 turns out differently. I don't know.
Yeah, on the road, Miami first game on the road. It's pretty much a split because they lost in the first game on the road against the Sixers.
Yeah.
Then they beat the Celtics and they lost Game 1 against Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably gonna lose your first road game in the NBA Finals. They're probably going to drop it, but they'd have to come back and win the next 2.
Yeah,
which actually I think they will. I think that's how it's going to go. I think they're going to drop this one and then come back and win the next 2, and then Dallas will take Game 6 and Miami Game 7 at home for the NBA Finals 2 years in a row. How awesome is that?
That'd be great. It makes complete sense too because really, like you said before, the role players don't play good on the road, at least most of the time. So hence maybe Mike Miller won't be playing as good on the road. Udonis Haslem, Joel Anthony.
Right.
You never know.
But Haslem's big performance came on the road in this playoffs.
It's true.
So whatever.
You never know.
I'm throwing everything that I thought before this series. I'm now throwing out the window. I am so confused. The Mavericks suck. Here's why they suck. They confuse me. And I thought I had the NBA figured out. The team with more talent, more size, plays better defense, more athleticism, and now they do this. So I'm confused. I mean, how easy was this to pick last year, right? The Celtics and the Lakers, more talent, more size, more length, better shooters.
Of course, we thought that this year, though, too.
And that's what we thought this year.
I mean, at the end of the,
this year it hasn't been size; it's been athleticism. Yeah. Athleticism has been.
Because you picked Miami and OKC, and I wasn't very shocked by that. But at the end of the day, in my mind,
I'm picking it again next year.
Wait,
when we do our NBA picks in October, I'm totally picking Miami, Oklahoma City to be the final next year. Absolutely.
I'd agree with you,
Why
but
would
I'm not
you
sure
pick
yet.
Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant's going to be so good next year.
Mm-hmm. And then Russell Westbrook getting another year of learning this point guard position even better. He's going to be great. But
I'd like to see him be a 2.
Really? But who are they bringing at the point? That Maynard guy?
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul? Mm.
Go get Chris
Paul. If they
Paul.
have cap room, then yeah.
I don't know what they have.
I doubt it because they have to pay Kevin Durant a shitload of money. So
he's making a lot of money for a really long time.
And he deserves it.
When his contract is up, he'll be as old as LeBron was when he made the decision.
Yeah, but I don't think...
Kevin Durant will look pretty good in a Knicks uniform. No, Bulls. He's going to the Bulls. No, I'm kidding. He's going to stay in Oklahoma City.
He loves it there.
When you have that much talent around you,
and
a
you're really small
young,
market team, yeah.
So they'll be fine.
Well, that's how we see the NBA Finals going in the rest of the NBA. We don't really know.
Whatever.
And we're going to have to tune in now to, what are we doing next? The Tressel story?
No, I want to do Shaq.
You want to do Shaq? Yeah, we have the big Shaq retirement at his own house.
The big AARP.
Yeah. And that's what's coming up next here on BWC Internet Radio.